alaikum. Thank you all so much for another episode of the Science of Farming podcast. We are so excited. Sister Melody and I are so excited to be with you all again. And as usual, we'll open up in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I bear witness there's no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is his messenger. And I greet each of you all, everyone who's joining us, and Sister Melody in the greeting words of peace and paradise of Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, sis. It's so good to see you. It's been a couple of weeks. We haven't been on live, so I'm happy to be back.
Yes, ma'am, as I am too. So happy to be back. Well, today, even though we're going to have so much fun on this show, we do have a little somber moment to start out with as we announce the transition of the beautiful, beautiful, very loving and kind Mother Khadijah, who is the wife of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And we send our condolences and we pray that Allah is pleased with our dear sister, with our dear mother, and bless and comfort the Farrakhan family, the Muhammad family, the believers, those who are sympathizers and friends of the nation. We all have really experienced a blow, but we know who is in charge. Allah is always in charge, and he never, ever makes a mistake. So we are very grateful and thankful for the time that we were able to behold her beautiful, beautiful self, and for the time that she was able to be the wife and supporter of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. They were together for 72 years. That is some achievement alone. And she was a wonderful example for the entire sisterhood and entire nation, and for those, again, who sympathize and follow the Nation of Islam. So, yes, may Allah be pleased with our beautiful sister. Yes, so, Sister Melody, you have anything you want to say, or you want to go ahead and jump on in?
Well, I just want to say that, her janazah is going to be around our Independence Day, and we want to remember that we had Master Fard Muhammad, who came, and met and Most Honorable Minister, Elijah Muhammad. And we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him. And he came on July 4th to give us our independence. So that's our topic right today. So we not mourning too much. We're gonna celebrate the fact that we had her in our midst, and that we have something to do because he came to give us our independence.
Yes, ma'am. And the beautiful thing about it is the minister also has a wonderful farm that I'm sure she assisted and at least strolled through and picked a few berries. And
Sister, have you ever seen Mother Khadijah's garden?
I have not seen it. No, but I hear that it's amazing.
Mother Khadijah, those gardeners and farmers did a beautiful job on her garden. She had such a beautiful model, organized garden up there on the farm, where she, lived. So it was just immaculate. And it was just, again, like a model garden, but just like herself, because, that's who she was.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. And the minister has talked to us for so many years about growing our own food and the importance of it. And one of the things we always refer to his video that he did, the Time and What Must Be Done series, part 36, where he really goes into farming. And he's saying that the farming is the engine of our national life, the engine of a nation. So he really goes in there and really pushes us to get into farming. And what I love about it, he not only talked about it, but he provided an avenue for us to go and get training for those who were able to go. And Sister Melody, you were able to go.
Yes, ma'am. Well, praise is due to Allah. I'm telling you, when we think about independence and what that means to us, it don't just mean lighting firecrackers up.
Absolutely.
And they beautiful, but at the end of the day, it's a celebration for us as believers, because again, we were given something that will help us to have our own independence. And that's what we
Absolutely.
need today, sis, is our own independence. We need to
Absolutely.
be reminded, and maybe this is why this happened around this time, so we could be reminded that our Independence Day is the 4th of July. And
Absolutely.
this is the time for us to realize, do we really want to be independent, or do we really want to stay connected to a world that's going down?
Absolutely. And we can bear witness that it's going down in the fact that it's feeding us fake lab grown meat, plastic food in disguise of food. And then we're breaking out with all of these different diseases and heart ailments and illnesses.
Death.
But and we all know that it's always tied. If you trace it, it's always tied to what we eat. So growing our own food is something that is absolutely mandatory, and you're not even independent until you can feed your own self.
Exactly, sis. Exactly. And I'm telling you, sister, I, took the time this time to really sift my soil and really make it so it has enough air to grow and had drainage, and it's thriving. And I mean, the
Absolutely.
plants are thriving. I know in this heat, we might get some, wildering, but if we remember that we're supposed to water early in the morning when we get up, hopefully at 5, 6 o'clock, because the sun is out at 6 o'clock.
Right.
So, and then after the sun goes down, we don't want to water our plants during the hot humidity sun.
Absolutely.
So, yes, sis. I mean, I'm just happy because again, my plants are thriving, and you sent some pictures out that we could show. And how
Yes,
about you? How are you coming along with your garden, sis?
we are coming along very, very well. My squash was kind of struggling a little bit because it's quite humid here. So my squash is struggling. It's still trying to come along, but it's struggling. But my peppers are doing well. My pineapples, I'm always going to grow those. And then our bananas, we took a hit during one of our last really severe storms, but the pups are coming up, and I'm so happy. I was looking down at the pups, but now I'm looking up at the pups. So I can't wait for them to start producing as well. And of course, I'm growing Leaf of Life or comfrey, and then the aloe vera, because you do want to have, in addition to your food garden, you do want to have your medicinal garden growing. That is very, very important.
Yes.
So, time is already fleeing. Believe it or not, it's 6:12. So we're going to jump into your pictures right now so that we can look at those beautiful pictures that you have, which hopefully will still inspire us to continue to grow our own food. And you'll see that it's with ease.
Yes, ma'am. So for those who may know me on Facebook, Melody Mama, you can see the video there. This is a picture of some potatoes that I didn't even plant. I don't know. I must have put them potatoes out because they started to get those little eyes on them,
Right.
sis. And I know we're supposed to cut them. I asked my son, what happened to the potatoes I had on the windowsill, and he was like, I threw them away. I thought they was no good. But either way, they got into this unexpected I want to say container, and they are thriving. They're about 2 feet tall, and I'm not gonna, of course, harvest them now because again, since you in Florida and I'm on the East Coast, so we still haven't been ready to harvest anything besides some herbs. Like I harvest some basil, and I made some pesto the other day. So, but that's it. I haven't been able to, harvest my tomatoes yet or peppers and things of that. But they coming up. They ready, and I believe they're gonna come up.
Yes, ma'am. I can imagine that. Just throwing it down and it grows.
Yes, yes.
How beautiful is that?
Yeah, I was surprised, but I took a picture with my phone. And for those who not, familiar, you got this app called Picture This, and you can download it, and then it will tell you whatever that plant is. So I would keep that near me because you always want to know if it's poison ivory, says if it's, like again, comfrey, that grows in people's yard, and it's a healing plant. So those are the kind of things that we want to just be mindful of and have that app, to do it. That right there is a picture of, the 50-gallon, water catcher for me. And you put it either way. You could put it by your, if some people I see in the South don't even have those, what you call it?
For the gutters.
Yeah, the gutters. But I just leave it out, and up at the top, it is a screen, so you don't get any debris or anything inside the water. And that's going to be my emergency, because again, with all of this heat, you never know what's going to happen, and you always want to have a backup of water, period. Like, I don't care, it's always not going to be drinking water, but you want to back up. So that's
Right.
my little backup. And, believe it or not, sister, that was free. I went to a class, and, they gave those out free. And I'm looking now to see if any other classes out there that can provide them. Because anytime you could get knowledge, sis, and it's like not at a course, you should take advantage of it. And I did. It wasn't far from me. So all praises due to Allah. I'm able to catch some rainwater, which is way better than this, well water. I want to say the water from just your sink.
Well, I wanted to ask also, so how long will that water stay before will it start to grow algae or anything of that nature? Because I know you're mainly using it to water your plants, basically.
Yeah. Well, I haven't even really, I used it one time. It didn't have any algae on it when I used it. So I believe this seasonal, and I believe that, if I don't leave it in there over the winter, it will do what I needed to do. And I'm not planning to leave it this time, because I had a couple of these before and I just didn't use it. But, as time go by and as the time gets more and more serious, we have to realize that these are the things that we have, and we better use them and not just look at them, because these are the things that's going to help us, to grow our food, of course, and just help to sustain whatever it is we're doing in our garden.
Right. And for those who are watching again, greet you all. Wa alaikum salam. Thank you all so much for giving us the greeting. But also you can go to your local or log into your local university. And they very often offer these free classes and will give away a lot of these products. So please, like she said, take advantage of that, please.
Yeah, because many of these programs, unfortunately, have been cut. I realized that, because I'm telling you, I used to, try to get on and do as much as I could while I can. Because you don't know, sis, what kind of time we dealing with and how much longer they're going to allow us to try to do for self. So let's do it. Let's get it done.
And you're right. That's a very good point. We don't know how long they're going to allow us to do for self. And we can bear witness to that, because some states you cannot even collect rainwater. So who would have thought we'd be in a position where, no, you can't collect water that's falling freely from the sky. So yes, let's go ahead and grow our own food before they stop anything else, us from growing even our own food. And, while we're on that topic, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan always encourages us and everybody else to can your own food. So, yeah, there may be a time you can't grow. So you're really going to have a supply of food already canned up for you to go. And when we say canned, we're talking about the mason jars, of course, but it's the canning process.
Yes, ma'am.
Our next picture.
Oh, those are my sunflowers.
Yes.
Yeah. They one of them struggling, but the other one, the picture family is stretched, because again, it was just the picture, not the picture, but the
video.
technology.
Yes.
But Yeah, they attract bees and stuff. I have so many different plants that I'm getting all kind of bees. So I consider my garden in the front a pollinator garden, and the one in the
Hmm.
back more for food and herbs.
Yeah, and that's very important to bring out. You do want to plant something that's going to attract the bees, yes, to pollinate what you're growing. You definitely want to do that.
Yes, man. And that's what some people issues are. They don't have enough pollinators
Right.
to attract, and do their job. Because the
Mhm.
pollinators, they do their job. They
Right.
move, the they go from flower to flower, of course, taking, what they need to take to each flower for us to, have food.
Mhm.
And I know bees alone is responsible like for 1/3 of our food.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just think about that.
Absolutely. Very,
Without
very
bees.
important. Very important. And for those of you who are interested in bee gardens or bee farming, please, please do that because yeah, we definitely need more bees and pollinators. Our next picture.
Oh, those are my onions. I did the bag planting of the red and the green onions. Those are the green. And back of there is some dill, I believe, and some herbs. But they are really doing well in that bag. And I wanted to show people that you don't need a lot of space to
Mm-hmm.
grow these foods. And that's about, I'm going to say 20 onions in that one bag. And they on a table. So, you can go put a table outside and put some plastic over the table and put your containers up there, so you won't ruin your table, and just do your thing.
Right. And when you say table, it doesn't even have to be a brand new table. You can go to a consignment shop and look at the outdoor tables and go and grab one of those used tables. And yeah, so you don't have to bend all the way to the ground. You can actually use the table. Now, Sister Melody, what size grow bag is that?
That's not the extra large one. I want to
Okay.
say that's probably the large, because I have one that's even larger than that I filled today. And
Mm-hmm.
again, they doing really well. My aunt used to grow her potatoes in that particular type of bag, the grow
Right.
bags. And they really work well, because when you pour water in the bag, the water comes out from the bottom. So that's again what you want. You want to be able to see that there's some drainage coming out from whatever you are, planting in, or even if it's in the ground, you want to make sure that if you dig that hole and you pour some water in that hole, if it takes very, very long for that water to, drain out, it might not be a good spot.
Right, absolutely. I have some of my aloe vera growing in a 10-gallon, and yeah, I have quite a few in there like that, and they do hold up very, very well. Those bags, I know they have them in 3-gallon, 5-gallon, 10-gallon, and even larger. Because I am going to transplant one of my the orange tree I have. I'm going to put that in a 10-gallon, so I'm excited to be able to do that probably this weekend too.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
but your
ma'am.
onions are beautiful.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's so many that I want to put them in my salad. I do, of course. I cut them and try to put them in my salad, but it's so much. I'm telling you, when Allah said He would
Yes.
give us, life in abundance, this is the growing of the food. You get so much. You have to share it. It
Absolutely.
was meant to be shared. It was not
Absolutely.
meant for you to just keep all of that to yourself. And again, I'm always willing to share whatever it is that I'm doing.
Yeah, and Sister Miller, that's a very good point about it produces in abundance because when you have these little tiny seeds, you think you have to put down 20 or 30 seeds in different slots. Trust me, you don't want to do that. Just a few seeds here, a few seeds there. That's going to give you more than enough for your family and also to share.
Right. And keep in mind, for me in the East Coast, on the East Coast, in another month, most likely you're going to see color. You're going to see the
Right.
tomatoes. You're going to see the eggplant. You're going to see the yellow onions, the red onions. You're going to see color. Right now, you see green, which is good. You want that, and the little teeny yellow flowers. But next month, I want to say, well, this month in July, we probably see a lot more colors and a lot more fruit on the plants.
Yes, because I harvested down, of course, down south. I harvested my cherry tomatoes. It produced, a few times. So yeah, we started seeing color down here very, very early.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. So our next picture.
Yes. Oh, that's my lemon balm. If anybody in
Beautiful,
the audience is listening,
beautiful.
who tell me something we could do with this lemon balm, because I've been wanting to grow it for the longest, and it's really, really good, smelling good. It
Yeah.
looks good,
Can't
but
you
I'm
do
not
a
sure
tea?
what I want to do with it.
Can you do
Tell
a
me.
tea with lemon balm?
I guess, mostly all of these things you can do a tea with, but
A
I
tea
check it
with.
out because I just love the fragrance, and it's just again thriving this year. My rosemary is not doing so good, so maybe
Hmm.
I got to work on that.
Yeah, rosemary is very. We always talk about that. It's very finicky.
Yes.
Some days it wants to do well, and when it's tired of doing well, it's gonna let you know I'm tired. I'm through now.
Yes, ma'am.
Very finicky. And then
Yeah.
underneath that, though.
It's the curly parsley.
Hmm.
Curly parsley. Yes, I'm almost sure that's the curly parsley. And I love parsley. I love it. I don't have no oregano, but I want it to grow oregano because they say if you take the oregano and put it in some olive oil and let it ferment for like 30 days, you have oil of oregano. And that
Yes.
oil of oregano that we've been using to really help keep our immune system strong, it's expensive.
Mm. Yes.
So, these are the things that we need to do on our own so we can have, what we need and know what it is and where it
Right.
came from because we grew it ourselves. So, I don't know,
Right.
but I love, the parsley or the curly parsley. You have different varieties, of course, but all of those just bring different flavors to your salad, especially this time of
Absolutely.
the year.
And speaking of salads, I was researching lemon balm. You can actually put some of the leaves in your salad, or smoothie or lemonade, and your fish and chicken dishes. And it says that you can use it as a massage oil, a body oil, salve, or lip balm. So that's going to be fun.
Yes, yes,
Exploring
ma'am.
those. And for digestion, it's good for gas and bloating, indigestion, mild stomach cramps, and nausea. So that is good. Yes, yes, yes.
Well, what I'm
Very
gonna do,
valuable plant to have.
I'm gonna harvest some because see, the more you harvest, the more it grows.
Absolutely.
So I'm
Absolutely.
gonna, go ahead and I guess put some in my salad and see what kind of flavors that is.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And do we have any more pictures?
Oh, that's my
Ooh,
basil.
beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'm telling you, it's thriving too. I'm gonna cut some, in a little while too, because I already cut and it grows back so fast. So
Mm-hmm.
I made the pesto and I had pine nuts this
Mm-hmm.
time, and it is smoother with the pine nuts. You can use other nuts, but of course we don't really eat
Mm-hmm.
the other nuts. But when you making pesto, that is, you the recipe calls for the pine nuts, and I never heard of pine nuts. Not good for us, but they
Mm-hmm.
small. They look like, I don't want to say they look like navy beans, but they really teeny. But they expensive. And then you got your olive oil. You can use sunflower seeds too.
Mm-hmm.
Sunflower seeds.
And
And
what are you using that for with the basil? To just grind it down smoother?
you said, what do I use?
When you're using the like sunflower seeds, you're using that to help grind that. You're just grinding it with the basil.
You grind it with the basil, the olive oil, and Parmesan cheese to
Okay,
make this pesto. And
got it.
pesto is really, really good.
It is
So
good, very
you
good.
can use it on so many different things, pesto, but I really like it. But these are the things that, you want to experiment with as you're growing your food and stuff like that.
Right, right. Scientists we are.
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
any more pictures? Okay, that was the last one.
Yes,
All
yes.
right. Listen, very beautiful. I'm so
Thank you.
excited for you, sister. Very beautiful.
Hmm.
Nothing like growing your own food.
That's right, because these tomatoes I have from my friend's garden, they are really tasty. This is the time of the year when things are in season, and they
Yes.
taste way better when they in season.
In
So
season. Yes.
hopefully our audience is striving, if you're not growing anything, to just go ahead and reach out to
Right.
somebody else that's doing it. And again, Sister Rashida, this is a reminder that our Independence Day is July the 4th.
Right.
And we supposed to be striving really hard to do for self and make things happen for ourselves, our
Right.
independence. So
Right.
it's a
So
wake up
listen.
call for me.
Right. Sister Melody and I have a challenge for everyone who is logged in right now. For our Independence Day on July 4th, or sometime that weekend, grow something, plant something, start it. And then you can start securing your own independence by growing your own food. And Sister Melly and I were talking offline before the show began. We want to encourage you all also with your local mosque and study groups. Join the Ministry of Agriculture. You don't have to grow and do anything by yourself. Join a group of people that are already doing it. So support them by joining the Ministry of Agriculture, and also like-minded people. There are so many people who have farms. Some of the people who are in the nation, or many who are not, but you just happen to know that they do have a farm. Go ahead and link up with them, and then you all form a team or a group of people, and once or twice a year meet up on that farm, and then maybe next year another farm, and you all can group together and grow something or build something on that farm. So no one person has to do it all. Let's join in as a team, and let's do it together to make it easier. And as they say, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, Sister Rashida. And just thinking about what you're saying, and what we talk about Independence Day, Dr. Ridgely, our Minister of Agriculture, has his,
Right.
annual day to come and be able to do things on that weekend of July the 4th. So yeah, this is our time that we have to be reminded that our Independence Day is July 4th, not just a day to put
Right.
hamburgers on the grill and, sit back and just chill out and drink a beer and,
Right.
do all of these things that, everybody else is doing. But maybe use that time to visit
Absolutely.
and maybe eat fresh food with that person that you go to visit. That
Mm-hmm.
would be something that we can do every year. We always can't get to Georgia, but we could at least visit a local farm and maybe help them build something. Maybe help them
Yes,
build.
ma'am. I agree 1000%. And that we're right at the end of our show. Time went so fast. But please, please, this independence, put some kind of seed or a plant in the ground. And again, we will close out with the beautiful greeting words of peace and paradise. We hope we encourage you all to do something for yourself. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.